Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kayla. Today I thought we would do something a little more fun and try out some TikTok hacks, but I'm really new to the TikTok game. I actually just got TikTok this week, so yeah, I'm a little behind the times, but since I've been on there, I have seen so many TikTok makeup hacks, and I have a whole setup here of all of the different things that they've tried. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna test them out so you don't have to, and we're gonna find out if they're whack or if we're gonna be snatched and shook. Before we jump in though, don't forget to subscribe so you can follow more TikTok makeup hacks on my channel. Maybe some Instagram hacks, maybe we'll even try out some lifestyle hacks, who knows? So the first one here, I'm serious when I say this. If you are on TikTok, you have probably seen this one 1,000 times, but we're gonna play it one more time just for the video today.
If you wear makeup, watch. Change your whole routine and try this instead. Moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me one, and I just lightly dab it all over my face. Not too much. Then take some setting spray. It could be any setting spray. I usually use the NYX one. After the setting spray, take a primer and just put your primer. Also, wait for the setting spray to dry first. Then just put on your foundation and just see what happens.
So she says first to start with moisturizing. So I'm going to go in with this Clinique moisturizing lotion. I haven't even moisturized today, so it's probably a good thing that we're starting with this one. Next up, she says to use a translucent powder, which I'm very nervous about. I'm going to use the Morphe translucent powder here, and I don't know about this. I'm pretty nervous. I think it was Jackie Aina that made this technique super popular, so shout out to Jackie Aina. But I am not so sure about this for myself. I'm just gonna tap it off into the lid. She says to go in very lightly, so that's what we're gonna do. You just kind of dust it on your face. Okay, it actually is pretty smooth compared. I mean, it literally looks like this side is glowy and moisturized, and this side has a matte finish. My pores do look slightly blurred, but I wouldn't say it's like anything to write home about. Next, she says to go in with a setting spray. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist. I'm gonna fan it out. It feels so weird to do my makeup in this order. Like, I feel like I'm doing something completely wrong, but
I have high hopes for this.
I have high hopes. Now we need to go in with the primer. I'm going to use the amazing Milk Hydro Grip primer. This stuff is so good. I feel like a little goes a long way. It's become my favorite primer. Now we're supposed to go in with our foundation, so fingers crossed that this turns out good. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in the shade Soft Beige. This is the dewy one too, by the way. Just gonna kind of paint it on here. Oh, that might be too much. I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with a brush. I feel like this foundation works so much better when I use a brush to blend it out as opposed to a beauty blender. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. I want to see what it looks like up close here. My pores look really good, actually. I'm actually quite impressed with this. I'm really curious to know how it wears throughout the day. But so far, so good. Let's check out hack number 2. So I'm going to use the AOA Studio Perfect pressed powder. This is the shade Ivory. I'm gonna go in with the same foundation from Wet n Wild. She said to take a little spoolie brush and just scrape some off. I'm going to scrape it into my shadow swatching pan lid because I don't have a mixing pan. I'm just going to lightly scrape it Now I'm going to just try to dump this into the pan.
Okay.
I don't know how much to use. They didn't really say how much to. That's the thing with TikTok videos, is that they don't ever really say like how long or how much to apply. So we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. Oh, I think it's gonna be difficult because this foundation doesn't have a pump. It has like a little spatula. So I'm just gonna try to scoop it out here. Okay, let's like drop it in here and see. Maybe I'm just gonna like scrape it off onto the pan and then use the end of my spoolie brush to mix it together. I don't know if that's enough. Let's see. Okay, let's mix it. Can you guys see? Oops, sorry, I was holding it down too low. Ugh, I'm not sure about this one. Okay, I added a little bit more powder because I felt like maybe it needed some more. I don't think I put enough in the first time, so that looks much better. Okay, let's see how full coverage this is. Comment down below and let me know if you guys have tried any of these hacks and if you liked them, if they worked for you. Okay, that's probably enough. I'm gonna go back in with that same Sigma round kabuki brush and just blend it out. I think it actually already does look more full coverage. I probably shouldn't have applied as much as I did. Oh my gosh. Whoa, a little of this is definitely going to go a long way. This is crazy. Guys, I am shook, seriously. So I have tons of freckles and I can still see quite a few of my freckles on this side, but I literally can't see any of them on this side. What? Let me try to zoom you guys in and see if you can tell. I can still see the freckles through here, and on this side, I can not really see them at all. However, I do think that my nose looks kind of cakey through here and through here where I have quite a few pores, and my under eye definitely is like very, very creasy through here. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it definitely made it more full coverage, but it looks more cakey, and this side looks more like light, natural, and not as heavy. I mean, if you can perfect it without it looking and feeling cakey, like, yeah, this would probably work, but I don't know. I think I like this hack better than this hack, so I don't know. Let's see what it looks like as we go through the rest of the hacks. Next, it's time for concealer. This is my favorite part of my makeup routine. I don't know why. Basically, next to eyeshadow, I love doing concealer and contour, and I think it's because it really gives me the opportunity to just carve my face in a different way, you know? Like, you get to give yourself basically a facelift, and that is exactly what this next hack is a at-home facelift with concealer. So let's check it out.
I'm gonna show you this life-changing facelift concealer hack. This is how I used to do my concealer, triangle under the eye. It's a very bright, very dramatic concealer everywhere. With this technique, you strategically place it on the inner and outer corner of the eye going upwards, and this will lift the face. If you have dark circles, just use a color corrector before your concealer. This uses less product, so it looks more natural, but you can use it for everyday or dramatic looks. I always set my concealer with a powder just to make sure that nothing creases. This is literally a facelift without the surgery, and your face will be snatched.
I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. So it looks like she just did a little whoop right here, and then she went right here. Oops. Oh no, I think I angled it up too high. And then she went down the nose and from the corner of your mouth up. I did use a color corrector under my eyes, so let's blend this out and see if we have a facelift. Wow, can Can you guys tell? It definitely looks more lifted. Here, let me show you the other side. So here's the side that looks lifted. Like, wow. This is a really good one. I'm gonna have to start trying this more often. I do think that I need just a little bit more coverage under my eye though. I am gonna go in just a smidge with the ColourPop concealer. Just a tiny, tiny bit here. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. But seriously though, like, I'm impressed. This hack was awesome. Seriously, you guys gotta try it. Okay, so now we're gonna snatch our nose. I'm excited for this one too. I kind of already contour my nose like this on a daily basis, but I wanna give this one a try. They do it slightly different, but I think this one's gonna be a good one too. So it looks like she just drew 2 lines down the bridge of the nose on each side and then basically made a circle around the tip of her nose just to give that little like cute little button nose look. So let's give it a shot. And it looked like she went like up to the brow. Ooh, this might be too much. Up to the brows, down the nose. Yeah, I think I went a little too heavy-handed on that side. Let's try to blend it out maybe and see how it looks. Well, so far so good. Like I said, I did go a little heavy-handed on it, but I mean, it definitely looks carved, little button nose, so that's okay. We can always fix it, guys. You can always fix whatever you mess up. I'm just gonna take a beauty blender here and just kind of dab it, try to fix how dark it is. Now we just take some powder down the nose. And the bridge, slightly, and the button. Now we remove the bake here. Dust it off. I think it looks pretty good. Now we need some highlighter. I'm just gonna go in with this pressed highlight by e.l.f. It's in the shade White Gold. I'm gonna take that same brush that I used. So we need to do some highlight here. And it looks like she stayed fairly high up on the bridge. I don't want it to be too crazy. Just want to look snatched. Maybe is that too much highlight? I mean, you can never really go wrong with too much highlight, right? So we are really going to be getting snatched with this next hack. Okay, so this one has got me a little worried. Looks like she just took an eyeshadow and dabs it on her brows. I probably should have done this one first. And it pretty much attaches to her brow hairs, and then she takes a makeup wipe and wipes it off. So let's try this one. I'm gonna take the James Charles palette and I'm gonna go in with this one and maybe a little bit of this one and mix them together and see if I can find a shade that's close to my actual brow hairs. Wish me luck. Mixing those two there, I guess press it in. Guys, no. I literally look like I have a caterpillar on my face. Why did it make my eyebrows look like 5 shades darker? Let's try the makeup wipe. This better be our savior, okay? That's all I've got to say. Oh my gosh. So apparently she just literally took the wipe and shaped the brow in the shape that she wants. Okay, let's see. I don't know. And then I guess we go underneath. You really have to have like a very, very steady hand for this. And I would much rather just apply my brows the normal way, I think, because this is, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. To me, it's a fail. I feel like there are much easier ways to do my eyebrows than this. It actually took me quite a while to use the makeup wipe and get it right. So I'm gonna have to say no on this one. No, no, no. Moving on, the next hack is for eyeshadow. So let's get some color on these eyes. All right, so it looks pretty easy. You just place a spoon and it kind of helps guide you for a crease, like a cut crease, and then you just follow the spoon and you have a great, nice crease eyeshadow look. Easy enough, right? Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna go into this Profusion Mirage palette. I think I'm going to try, let's do this one here, and I might possibly mix it with this shade over here. Okay, so what if you have a small eyelid? Because I feel like that's what's happening for me right now. Kind of difficult because you can only see out of one eye. Oh my lantas. Oh, no way. Okay. Okay. I am okay with that. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. I really did not think that was going to work. I'm shook. No. Wow, that's a good hack. That's a good one. TikTok's finally coming through for me after the whole brow disaster. Okay, so I don't know if the other side turned out as good, but it's okay. I think they just look a little bit uneven, but I'll blend it out. Cool. You know, you could pop on some glitter if you wanted. I just dipped into that same Profusion palette into the pink glitter shade and just popped it on the eyelids. I like it. I actually quite like this. I literally did an eyeshadow look in like 2 seconds. Okay, maybe more like 5, but still, like, super easy and quick. Next we have lashes. So it looks like she just took lash glue and kind of drew it on like eyeliner, let it dry, and popped her lashes on. I'm curious. I've got to know if this works. I'm going to use the Duo lash glue. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand and then take this extra lash glue brush that I had cleaned off and apply it that way. I'm just going to use these little half lashes from Essence, and they're just going to be on like the outer part of my eye. Let's draw it on like eyeliner. Okay, I got as close as I could to the lash line without getting it on my lashes, but I feel like it would be really easy to get the lash glue on your actual lashes, so be very, very careful if you try this one. So let's see what happens. Are they on? Okay, they're on. Wow. Wow. I am shocked. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. I think I just found a new way that I'm going to apply my lashes. I'm gonna try the other side and see if it does just as easy. That is insane. Plus, these lashes remind me of the little fox eye look, so I really like these lashes a lot. I have pretty petite eyes, so the lashes are usually way too big for me, but these little half lashes they have a thin band and they're super easy to apply. And they're even more easy to apply like this. And they're on really well. I am so shocked. That's awesome. That's a really, really great hack. Seriously. Let's keep moving. All right, so since I have very, very small lips, I'm really excited for this hack. So let's give it a shot. It looks like she just overlined her lips with bronzer on the top at her cupid's bow and on the bottom. And then she overdrew them and filled them in with a lighter shade. So let's give it a try. I've already moisturized my lips. I have lip balm on, so they should be ready to rock and roll. I'm just gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just to bronze around my lips. And that basically like contours your lips for you. So it gives the illusion that your lips are more full and shadowed. You have to watch because it's really easy to make yourself look like you have a mustache, kind of almost like I look like now. And the bottom. So I'm gonna go with this lip liner from Believe Beauty. The shade is Barely There, and it's just like a mauve-y nude shade. Both of those marks there are the liner. I'll try not to get the mirror in the way. Okay, so I'm going to start on my bottom lip because that's usually where I start when I line my lips. And then the top. So she basically just overlined her cupid's bow and then kind of followed her natural lip. Okay. So it looks really good. This lip liner is so creamy. It's one of the twist up ones. I'm almost out. I need to get another one. I love this liner. It is so creamy. And Believe Beauty is actually a brand that's at Dollar General. So you cannot beat a good drugstore, Dollar Tree, Dollar General product. I love everything from Believe Beauty, so try it. It's creamy, amazing, great, all that jazz. I think I wanna go in with this shade from LA Colors. It's like super light. It's the shade All Natural. So let's see. I'm just gonna pop it like right here in the middle. I've also seen people use concealer, like just a dab of concealer in the middle of the lip. I like that a lot. And then I'm just gonna throw on a clear gloss. This is also from LA Colors. It's just their clear high gloss shine. I am not mad at the way this looks coming out. I'm actually really, really shocked. Okay, last hack. So it looks like Sophie sprayed setting spray in a cap and then took a powder bronzer, scraped it off, mixed it together in the lid, and used a brush to make little fake freckles. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just gonna use the same setting spray from earlier. It's another product from Believe Beauty. And I'm just gonna spray it here in the cap. Okay, that might be too much. Then I'm going to use my really beat up Revolution Mega Bronzer in the shade 01 Cool. I feel like this brush would work better because it's got like the fine tips at the end, so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna also go back in with my spoolie instead of the brush, and I'm just doing the same thing as earlier, just scraping it out there. And then I'm going to pick it up on my brush like this, and then tap it off into the cap. I'm gonna take the end of the brush and kind of mix it up. Ow, that's super liquidy. Okay, let's give this a shot. Should it be that watery? I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. So it looked like she just flicked it. I don't think I have enough bronzer in there. What's happening? Why isn't this working? This is supposed to work. Let's try more bronzer. I think maybe I had too much setting spray and not enough bronzer. Okay, let's try this again. That looks a little better. It looks a little more thick. Is it my brush? What is happening? Girl, how'd you do this? Oh, I almost dropped it. What kind of witchery is she doing? Last try. You know what? I'm just gonna dab it on. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Does it look like I just have dirt on my face? You guys have to let me know what I'm doing wrong. I don't understand. Did I have too much setting spray in there? I mean, this looks okay. It looks kind of like freckles, I guess. Oh, I almost forgot. I have one more hack. I know I said the last one was the last hack, but I have a hair hack. One hair hack. Last one, I promise. I have to hurry because my battery's gonna die. Okay. So I'm always super indecisive with my hair, and there have been times where I've wanted bangs. So let's try this bang hack, and fingers crossed that it also works. Okay, so it looks like she kept some pieces in the front out here, kind of like a little triangle, and then pulled the rest of it up in a ponytail while she pinned it all back. So, and then she gathered it up like this. That's not even, but oh well. And then she went like, what, like, how did she do it? Like this? Did she do that? No. What? How did she do, whoa, how did she do that? Take this hair down, back up, something kind of like this, and she pinned it. Okay, so I guess if you're more coordinated than I am, this would work out, but I don't know, like, who wants all this in their face? All right, well, we tried. We can't really complain too much about that. Like, the majority of the hacks worked. There were just a couple that did not, and I think that mostly because I wasn't doing something right. I'm not 100% sure, but guys, some of these hacks are the bomb. I feel pretty good about some of these hacks. I would actually use some of them on my day-to-day basis. Let me know what you guys think down below. And again, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Just do it. What's it gonna hurt? Let me know what you wanna see next. Okay, beautiful people, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.